Hello. Is this thing on? Hi, friends. Happy Friday. I hope you're all doing well. Hi, Para! I hope you're doing well, friend. Good to see you. And also, hi to anyone who's lurking. I had a plan for today, but the plan got thrown out the window. Hi, Zen. Okay. Hi. I might need to adjust the camera a bit. We'll see. You here? All right. Boop. Just a little bit. There we go. One day I'll have a camera that has full-on autofocus here and not a frame rate of, you know, early zeros. But today is not that day. Oops. Okay, so I have this picture open here, like this one. I'm gonna see if I have a different one. Yeah. Hi, Zabadian. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I like the new color you have. So yeah, today I'll be sculpting the hallux, which is the toe there at the back. It is the digit 1 for counting, because it's digit 1 and it goes to the back one there. It's 1, 2, 3. But yeah, we'll be sculpting the hallux one, which is the little thumb, you know, if there's the grippers like this, and it's the like a thumb that grips around. The nails will be the same length as they are on the front because I just ordered them all in the same size. But yeah. You're doing very well, granting all the odd cheat sheets being pushed on me, and then nothing works again. Oh, that is so frustrating, Zeb. That I sympathize. Ugh, I don't like change, and I really dislike it when change is pushed on you, you know? So yeah, I sympathize, friend. That sounds really fucking rough. So this is what the peets, the front peets at least, look like so far. What I will do is make a couple ridges in here, not too deep, just a little bit of accents, mostly on the side, because I'm not sure if you can see on here, maybe on a different image. Hold. Here? No. This one? Not really. But you can see that like there's just like on my finger. See the ridges? The bumps, the flashy bits. Birds have that too. And right now this is just flat. So I want to add at least the idea of that, but don't take off too much because I really want this to be rigid. But then again, I will also be adding some, once this has all been painted, like primed and painted and everything, I'll be adding some hot glue dollops because hot glue is like a rubber which gives it a little bit more grip. So if I do end up putting pressure on these, that they'll give me more grip when I walk. You don't either? And currently everything is going towards services and each time things are somewhere else. Bleh, I hate that. Oh, is it one of those situations where it's like clear that management has fallen for all the buzzwords and the actual people that have to work with the things have not been consulted? Because that seems to be the standard and I hate it. You can see it a bit more here, like the toes, but yeah, the fleshy bits, I want to give that here as well. I saw it this morning when I had a shower and Nikki was vibing with me in the bathroom. He loves shower time. He doesn't want to be wet, but he wants to be there for the rain. So, but yeah, and I looked at this peets, and then I saw, yeah, that's what's missing on these is the little bumpy bits, the ridges. So yeah, you'll see what I mean when I round to it. They're not entirely in line with these ridges. But yeah, this already looks good, but know that this has not been painted or primed or anything. This is just the foam. It will get different colors to match the tights that I'll be wearing with them. So this is more the color scheme is going to be slightly reversed, not too much, because yeah, these are the tights that I'll be wearing in these shoes that also have that will also be painted. They also have the texture, and these will be glued onto those shoes, and I want everything to really match. Now these are the gloves, because originally what I wanted to do today is work on the gloves. The thing is, I need to attach, let me open this. I need to attach these to these gloves. Now, you can see I already made them shiny. I gave them their coating off stream because, yeah, you've seen the process. It's not super exciting on these, but if I do it like this, as you can see, like, because they're tights, that's not the same width and thickness as my fingers. So what I've done is I've ordered 2 mannequin hands that will be wearing these gloves, and then I can work without having to wear it, because what I want to do is glue a bit of very thin EVA foam, this 2mm EVA foam, give it a new base, because the original 3D printed base just snapped clean off. Add hot glue, add this, and then put that bit of foam in a sort of oval shape into the glove. Make a small incision, put it in place with hot glue. But when I'm wearing that, I can't do that without burning myself, and I don't want to burn myself. And if I do it without something being in there, I risk gluing the entire finger together, which just then makes it useless, or you know, it not fitting because, well, it stretches when I'm wearing it, right? So yeah, those mannequin hands won't arrive until tomorrow. I don't know what time, so I can't even promise to do the crafty stream tomorrow, but that's all right. I have time and I have plenty of shit to do. And I was trying to avoid doing another sanding stream, but it is what it is, and I do really want to finish these peats, right? So yeah, these will be sculpted and sanded just like I've done with these, and then add the foam clay like I've done with these once the nail has been added to just shape it again, you know? That's my plan for today, and then I think that's our stream. So, not a lot of yapping from me today in total, I think. Because yeah, the microphone will be muted because of the fan, the vacuum that I need to have on, etc. But that's okay. That and you, yeah, that you understand you use standard applications, which are constantly being updated as well. Almost infer that your startup routine will be start computer, open all applications, perform restart, open all applications again. Should only take an hour or 2 to start up. Jesus Christ. I hate that. I mean, it forces you to slow down, but good lord. That's not efficient. Fuck. That really sucks about it. Ripker, hi! Welcome on in. Happy Friday. I hope you're doing well. Alright, I'm going to try and use this one again. So what this is just something I've cut off of a plastic bottle, right? It's a protective screen. I need to take this off. So I have a diamond burr disc on at the moment because I had to make some adjustments to something at home yesterday. Because yeah, I don't just use this on stream for crafting. Like, this thing has been well worth the money. I use it for so many different things. And I'm learning to use different accessories for it as well. It doesn't force you so done because all those things are manual things to do. Oof, yeah. Yeah, no worries, Zip. I understand the frustration. I hope it helps to at least, you know, have it written down for a bit, get it off your chest. At least a little bit, you know? That's alright. Like, these things I don't mind because there's nothing potentially traumatic or triggering about it. It's just really frustrating. Especially for the neurodivergent brain and the world not being accommodating to that. I'm taking off the burr disc. Look, I dyed my hair again, and now my nails are just... I can scrub this all I want. It has stained my nails. So I'll probably end up just painting them black again. Nix, hi! Good day to you too. Happy Friday. I hope you're well. Crafting session? Hell yeah! What's the plan? What you up to? I wanna... You know, I debated, like, do I keep this diamond burr disc? But I have so many of them. There's no need to keep it. And the #1 rule is let your power tools do the work for you, which includes keeping them sharp, which includes regularly changing the disposables. This is not a lecture for you, friends. This is me calling myself out on my bullshit. It's hard sometimes because I grew up with my dad. I grew up just fine. Like, I didn't grow up poor. I'm reluctant to say I grew up rich because that has gotten a whole different meaning nowadays. But you know how they say that generational trauma can start to look like culture at one point? Because it's just been so many generations with that trauma. My dad had the trauma from growing up poor, which meant that he has, oh good lord. He would keep he still does this, and I call him out on it and I tell him off for it, but he keeps old screws. Like, if he has a used screw from somewhere, he'll put that in his pocket and he'll put that in this special drawer of used screws, and I'm like, don't! Why? Do you even use these? But yeah. But that mentality has rubbed off on me, where I would struggle to change this type of thing, which is just a cardboard cylinder with sandpaper on it, to the point where it's no longer even efficient. So yeah, I'm trying to be better, and I'm calling myself out of my bullshit. So that's what that is. There's a thing called Kratky hydroponic method, and I make a few containers for that, maybe for gifting, but it's a stupidly easy method. That sounds intriguing. Ooh, prepare, you can finally report that the house here is now wearing its finest and completest brick cosplays. Huzzah! And the covers and scaffoldings are coming down. Hell yeah! You have a couple sample pieces of what they used. And the laugh you had at the bricks. Nice. Yeah, I've seen those. It was really interesting where my dad lives in the street. Was a house that was a brick house that was then at one point painted white. That was then you know, with the is it plaster if it's used outdoors? You know what I mean? Plastered over, smoothed out, and then yeah, plastered over, smoothed out, and then give that bit of a, I don't know, fucking, is it 80s dapple effect of a really rough stucco plaster, whatever, on the outside. Then I want to say 10 years ago, they put scaffolding up. They sanded that whole thing down again to make it smooth plaster, and then put those strips on, those that are essentially tiles of slips of brick, to make it look like it's a brick house again. Phenomenal. It's like, you know, 20 layers of wallpaper that make the room like a full inch smaller on all sides. But on the outside. Oh, if you can't even run scripts. Yeah. If you don't know what you're doing, they can be, but holy shit, man. There's this thing called siding, which I found hilarious from European standpoint. Siding. The bricks are dense foam. You 100% just bend them around the corners. It's in actual fact a foam brick cosplay. Oh, that's worse. I've never heard of that. So over here, you can buy, you know how when you, I don't know if you've, any of you that have like renovated a bathroom or have looked at the big hardware store or DIY store through some tiles or whatever, you might know that some of those mosaic like tiles, the small ones, I'm doing this because sometimes they're just pebbles, that are on a netting back, where you put the netting on as a tile itself instead of making all the small mosaic by hand. They're just square tiles that slot into each other, that you can put on, but they have a sort of net backing. Those you can also get with a brick shape, and that's what they use on the house that I was just talking about. And those were like actual thin slices of brick, or at least look like brick, but they were stone. They were not foam. Siding, since the American houses are made from reinforced cardboard, they add plastic or aluminium tiles and shingles on it, some also with faux brick decor. Oh god, yeah. Cladding to cover over concrete element buildings. Yeah, but this is the you know, the plywood houses. Oh my god, speaking of DIY and plywood, I saw I saw someone on Reddit who had gotten one of those, you know, those prefab sheds. They put a shed in their backyard that was like prefab, and they took pictures of the inside. It's essentially those build your own shed kits, right? And posted buildings and then pictures of the building, and were like, I want to hang a sex swing from these beams. Would you recommend that? And then everyone was like, no, don't do it. Get a separate frame. This shack will come down if you do it. Do not. Like, it was clearly someone that didn't know about the structural integrity of these things. And then in the pictures, it's I have a piece of paper. Let me like draw this for you because I don't know how else to properly like explain this. Hold up. So like that would not be comfortable. No. So there was the picture of the inside like of the fucking whatever, right? And then there was this crossbeam that they wanted to hang whatever from. But this was not a thick beam. It was not one thick beam. Like, apart from the rest of the structure not being super sturdy, not designed to carry that type of weight, high ducks. But instead of a 4x4 like beam, thick square beam, it was actually two 2x4 stacked on top of each other. And from the looks of it, it wasn't like this, but it was actually more like roughly wildly stacked on top of each other. So like a huge fucking like this is a weak point. You do not want to put your swing on there. And then one of the comments was like, if the shed is a rockin', don't come a knockin', run away because this thing is coming down. And it was beautiful. But yeah. If you don't know about those type of things, I'm very glad that they asked about, you know, I want to turn this prefab shed into a sex dungeon. Can I hang a swing from this beam? Instead of just going, I'm gonna hang a swing from this beam, you know? Yeah, I'm showing off toes. Here you go. Just for you. I'll even zoom out so you get the whole thing. Ooh, ah. Look at my peets. My toes. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. I thought so. Hi, Duxie. I hope you're doing well, friend. I hope you managed to get some sleep. Hello, sleep. Nice one. Hey, samesies. I ended up taking painkillers at 3:30 maybe, because I couldn't sleep. Because I figured with my pain receptors being screwed, that maybe I was in pain and my brain had just filtered it out, was just ignoring it. Yeah, and I actually fell asleep once they kicked in. So yeah, I was probably in pain and it just didn't. It's such a wild thing. They're like, huh, maybe I'm in pain, but my brain is just filtering it out. It was. So it was filtering it out, not enough for me to have alarm bells like, oh shit, I'm in pain. But it was enough to prevent me from sleeping and keep my adrenaline up, you know? My cortisol and my adrenaline. So yeah, thanks, brain. Love that for me. But yeah, now I know what it is, and that's another thing to add to the list of for the upcoming medical appointment. Teehee. But I did manage to get some sleep, so that's good. You woke up because you had to pee, couldn't go back to sleep, so yeah, it looks like there's no sleep for Cosmic Ramen this week. God damn it! Is Mercury and Gatorade again? Is that what's going on? But yeah, hi Hammy. I hope you're doing well, you know, despite the lack of sleep. I swear I'm innocent. I am not taking all your sleep because I'm not getting sleep either. You walked into your mother at 3 a.m. holding an ice cream cone and she was like... Well, also holding an ice cream cone. Mama Duck sounds like... such a fantastic human being. Like, the things that you've told me about her, it's just... yeah. That's good. Mama Duck sounds like a fucking riot. And I'm here for it. Let's see if this still fits. So yeah, I was saying this is what I took off a bottle, and it's like a protection thing, because I'm not sure it actually exists for my tools. Oh, of course, I made that before I put the before I put the shrink tube on. That I need to be able to hold this comfortably, because this was made of metal. I do not like the feel of metal. There's a reason you are the way you are. You've been told that she's just you, but hotter by her. Case and fucking point. I'm here for it. So yeah, no, I can't use it. Dang it. I was gonna use it somewhere because I need to see if I can make that different somehow. Not today, but like maybe heat can heat this up and then widen it enough to fit over this again. Because when I use this, because of the way it spins, it'll fling a lot of things like in my face. And if I add like some protection, then it'll hopefully not do that anymore. But yeah, this one doesn't fit at the moment, so this is gonna be put aside. I just remembered I had it. I made this years ago before I put the heat shrink, the shrinky tube on. Alas. By her, yes. Like I said, Mama Duck sounds like a riot. Ooh, thank you. Let me see. What is that? Cookie settings. No. None. There's images. Hold on, let me scroll over. Download high res, sure. Oh, that's can I the full oh. The full size is smaller than the high res, which explains the data loss of it. Let's see. It was developed from annual plants like tomato or lettuce. Basically, you take a seedling in a net pot, insert it into a waterproof, light-proof container, and fill it to the brim with nutrient solution. The roots will follow the solution as that gets used up, and ideally, once the container is empty, the plant is done as well. It works especially well because of the high humidity in the container. Ooh, okay. A model for growing red or green leafy lettuce as a non-controlled environment. Lettuce seedling. Oh, okay, so you don't submerge the net cup, but you have it suspended over the liquids in the container. So the container itself is not letting any light in, so there's no algae or whatever that can grow in a nutrient solution, because it's a nutrient solution, right? So that's gonna be the perfect environment for bullshit to grow and take out those nutrients that you had reserved for the plant, right? But yeah, the roots will then grow down into the solution. The more solution they use, the deeper the roots grow, and then the higher the plant grows as well. So you'd have to, I assume, like, this is a whole article that I'm not gonna be reading right now, but like, assuming that there's like a whole science to it, you don't have to submerge it in the beginning. From, at least from what I understand, I'm not reading the article, but this is just assumptions and like my personal experience with growing cuttings and stuff, is if you have at least one part of the root, or what will become a root, touch the solution, water or nutrient solution in this case, the rest will follow, will find it. So you don't have to submerge the netting, because if you do that, I would assume you risk, you know, the nutrient solution getting contaminated, because that netting will absorb the nutrient solution, which is outside of the pot where there is light. you know, that creates a whole new line of problems. But that's me, like, making assumptions here because I've never heard of this technique. I do know that the best way to grow an avocado seed is to first wrap it in a moist kitchen towel, put it in a plastic bag in your fridge until it cracks and like the root has grown a bit, and then you suspend that over water with just the tip of that root touching that water, and then it grows like that until it's big enough to be planted. That is usually done over a pretty glass container though, so you'd have to change the water daily, and it's not a nutrient solution because it's just glass, so it lets light in, so algae will grow really fucking quickly and mess up the delicate young plant. The seeding things are already rooted, and I think just take care of the roots in the solution. Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Like, there's different way to spread seeds in a hydroponic, right? And then that cup is filled with sterile medium, like a yeah, that also makes sense. Yeah. But leca does absorb liquids, right? Like water or nutrient solution. So that's why you'd also have to take care not to submerge that. Because then you just create a perfect environment for algae and things to grow. Yeah. Because it's porous, it's moist. Yeah! Sorry, Hammy, I had streamer brain. I didn't understand your message for a second, but yeah. There we go. Yeah. Boop. Good. Oh. Right. I'm a bit bummed out about this, but oh well, it is what it is. I wonder, like, I know it's not for this one because this is a goldsmith tool officially. So there, I don't think there is like actually something to add that to, like something like this. So I'd have to make my own. No, don't never apologize for the info dump. Excuse me. I love nerds, okay? I love nerds and their special interests. Don't you dare. Call that a lore drop, okay? Don't call it info dump. Call it a lore drop, and then remember that I'm a whore for lore, okay? That helps calm the brain weasels, the demons. Came back from at 7 AM and I can't fall back asleep. Yeah, mood. Yeah. I'm bummed out about this. You know what? Fuck it. I know what website I ordered this from, so I will have a look. Oh, it helps if I take my mouse to my desk. And I need to swap. Right there. Boop. Hello. So I'm actually sitting at just lower sit height because that table is just a normal, like it's a thick oak dining table, which is lower. But like this is a stand desk, my desk that I usually sit with my saddle seat up. But now I'm just sitting at the same height because I'm not changing the height of my seat every time I. You know, blue. Yes, I have re-blued the blue. Fully blue again. A match. So I can't use a blue screen because no blue. Finley shorter stuff. Finley very short stuff, yes. Very short and stuff. We just vibe and chat, it's fine. So I can just like hide behind the microphone. Trying to, there we go. Make sure I'm visible, audible, but also not constantly slapping because of... It's got a big tail. Excuse me, hello. Hi Raiders, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in, friends. How are you doing today? I'm too lazy to put my seat any higher. Hi, how's it going? I'm Finley. Most people call me Finn. My pronouns are they, them. And I am a streamer of a variety of things. You can see some of my creations in the background. And today I am working on my half... Is it a half suit? Partial fursuit. That's the one. There we go. I'm new to this whole furry thing. But yeah. Hello. Thank you for the shout out. Oh, you were also doing some makers and crafting. Tell me what you were doing today. Tell me what you're up to. Because I love crafting. And knowing what little people get up to. But yeah, let me introduce you to my son. This is George. This is gonna be my first fursuit. This is George Jackdaw. This is the mask that I've been working on for the past few months. And right now I'm working on the feet. These, the peets. This will be glued on to shoes, like, you know, those short ballerina shoes. You're a woodworker. Oh hell yeah. Let me drop you a follow. I should check out your work. I love crafting. I love crafters. I will definitely give it a look. Standing and Dutch versus Flemish. Okay. Okay. So I'm from the Netherlands. In case my accent didn't give it away. So are you Dutch or are you Flemish? I'm from the south, so technically I was raised in the local dialect, which is neither. Hey, you're a little turtle. You're Belgian, nice. You see, yes, well, not to the eyes, but underneath. Here underneath is like a net that I can see through. See all those tiny holes? So once this mask is on, I can actually see through it properly. But I can change the expression. I need to adjust the metal wires a little bit more, so the eyes stay more in place. But yeah, and when I wear it and when I speak, the mouth moves as well. There's a balaclava inside, so it's just black in the back, so you can't see my face. But yeah, this is Georgie. This is my boy, my baby boy that I'm working on. Thank you. But yeah, if you need to raid and run, by the way, or raid and dash, I should say, because not everybody runs, and I'm trying to be more inclusive, not exclusive. Wow, words. Imagine being a streamer, being able to talk. Could not be me. But yeah, if you need to raid and dash, don't worry about it. I get it. I leave stream to the very last minute, and especially if you're a crafter, you probably have like your workspace that needs cleaning, your hands that need a wash, or whatever. Maybe some hydration, maybe a snack or some food, a bio break. Do whatever you need to do, friends. I love having you here, but self-care is very important. Talking is hard. The other-clusive. At least my brain is giving me words now, because sometimes my brain just goes image, and I'm like, thanks, but what is that, like, what do I say? What's the word? And it's like language that none of the other people you're talking to speak. I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere, but, and it's just image, like, you know. Yeah, like that. But yeah, yeah, this is what I'm working on right now. Well, right now, I made this, which is just out of an old bottle that I want to put over my my grinder. but it no longer fits because I added shrink tube because this is all metal and I have sensory issues. And I don't like touching metal. Like, this is fine, but this was a brushed type metal that just gives me the ick. But that doesn't fit anymore. So I was just about to just look up if the company that sold me this, if they have something official that's like a protective cover, so whenever I'm sanding it doesn't fling back in my face, you know? So yeah. And I just thought while I'm doing research, I might as well show chat my face. Hi. But yeah, there's a couple things in the background here that I like to work with EVA foam, as you can see. This is also EVA foam and foam clay for sculpting. So yeah, but also things like fake fur. There's bunny ears there. There's cat ears up there. I crochet, but I usually don't stream that because crochet is a very slow and uninteresting process. And I made this one too. I hope you're not afraid of Ewoks. It's harmless, I swear. But that's an Ewok mask. So one day I will get the sewing skills to make a proper, like, full suit. Because I have the fur, I just don't have the patience and the skills at the moment to make a full suit for that one. So yeah. That's the website. So in English this is a flexible shaft grinder. In Dutch this is simply known as een hangmotor, which means hanging motor. I can't show you because it's deeper in my workshop, and that's chaos, and I like to keep a little bit of illusion that I'm organized. My ADHD says otherwise. But what it is essentially, there's a metal construction that's like a rod within a horizontal piece and a hook where I hang this motor from, and then the flexible shaft comes from it. So it's not a Dremel. But this is officially like jeweler's tools. And I need to... Let's see, tools. Do you have the multi-tool here? Because I have some attachments from the multi-tool. Do you have a protective cover? Probably not. Was attachment for a Dremel or Dremel-like? It is a rotary tool. So essentially it is, can I show you this? You know what? Let's open this in my browser that I only use for stream in the hopes not to dox myself. Imagine, chat, being prepared and all that. Studio mode, because I'll be doing secrets. Browser. Where am I gonna put this here? Sure. I'll move that around as I need it. Boop. Yeah, okay. Let's see. No, not what I wanted. Thank you. That's what? Why do you go here? That is... Jesus Christ. You know, I said not to dox myself, and then it immediately going to a website I've never been to and didn't ask for. So here. So yeah, here you can see my cursor, I think. This is the motor bit, the rotor. And it's true that Dremel, the brand of like rotary tools, I think they might have a couple other things, but like rotary tools mostly, has an attachment that is this flexible shaft. However, why I really like this and why it's like jeweler's tools is because this one has a foot pedal. So I control the speed directly and seamlessly by putting my foot on this pedal. Which is what I like, because yeah, Dremel has it, but then you have to adjust the knob on the thing, or it just has settings on the thing itself. I prefer the control with the foot. Yeah, I really like it, and it goes really fucking fast because these are jeweler's tools, so like where you can grind and sand and burn like silver and gold, so but they don't seem to have any accessories. Multi-tool. Oh, I have this one in a different setting. I don't need it. But yeah, this is another example of a multi-tool, which is like a hand Dremel, because that just has these settings. But yeah, this is a Dremel's a brand, so it's just a rotary tool. But that one comes with a. I was just out of. That one comes with a protective cover. Do you see that in the very edge there? Here. But that cover goes on, I think, instead of... Let me see, there's an image of it here. Yeah. Oh no, it goes on top of there. Probably instead of that top. And I cannot do that with mine. Because mine's just a solid holder. Yeah. Which is probably why I decided to make my own out of an old bottle in the first place. Long motorboat. Which one's mine again? I don't think mine is on here. I mean, mine looks different anyway now because I added the... Oh, here it is. That's the exact one. So this is the... This is the hand piece that I have. You can see that it clicks into place. I have added a shrink tube over it because I do not like the way that this type of metal, this brushed metal feels. Sensory nope. So yeah. In theory, this one, you can see the dent here. In theory, this one can come off. But you take the middle part out, and this is where you put the tool pieces in, clamping them in there. That's also why the hole is there, because you put a pin through to stop it from spinning, because it's all thread. Probably just pop mini greenhouse hoods over it. I have ordered one of those mini greenhouses because I didn't have one, right? But I need to figure out if I can still show you on stream then what's going on. Like, unless I make... I mean, I could also make or look into one of those screens. I just put that, like, get a small one so it just protects my face. And put that between, or... I mean, you're not seeing my face when I'm working there anyway. Get one of those full shields. Why exactly does the bottle top not fit? Hold, let's go back. Let's go back. I need to remember to bring my mouse. Okay, so... in order to see what you see, there we go. So one of my screens is fully this feed, this stream, the entire thing. So I can see what you see from where I'm sitting. Let me do this. So as you can see, the pin is in. Because I was in the middle of changing tools. So this doesn't fit. Like I said, one day I'll have autofocus, but it doesn't fit because it fits over this part, but then not over this. And I need this to be around here. So that, I guess I could just cut part of it off, make it thinner but then I'm afraid it won't hold on as well. Because, yeah, I just want a protective part like this. But it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit over the blue part. But even before I had the shrink tube on, this part is slightly thicker than, of course, this tapered black part. So it does not fit. It is plastic. Like, I've melted because I cut this and it was sharp, so I just melted down the edges to take away the sharpness so I don't cut myself on it. So I could, in theory, heat this up, put it over. But I don't always want this on. Because sometimes this can get in the way. Like, for example, when I use this, when I'm doing leather work, and I'm burnishing the edges with these, it can get in the way. It can prevent me from using my tools properly, which is counterproductive. I will probably make this cut this a little bit further. Just to have a little less, because these curve inwards anyway, so I can just cut it at a slight angle, cut that off a little bit more so it's less in the way. But yeah, that still leaves the bottle cap not being wide enough. Bottleneck, I should say. The bottleneck is the bottleneck, friends. Who'd have thunk it? I need a sip. We have ads incoming, friendos. Here's your reminder to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Maybe stretch some body parts that need stretching, posture check, have a sippy, have a snack, do a bio break, do whatever you need to do. I won't be doing anything super interesting. Ooh, not a bad shout. Something like a strap. That is an idea. Where did I put those? I have those Velcro cable binders. Hold up. Yeah, while the ads run, I'll go rummaging through my never-ending stash of bullshit. I'll be right back, friends. Take care of yourselves, okay? Oh, hi, I return. I hope you all had a good break. Oh, thank you for hanging out, Purr. I don't know if you're still here. Have a lovely day. Any records from the steps is a good thing. Yeah. In the trailer, yeah. Includes cut button, I can clamp it on the grip. Could do. So I didn't find what I was looking for, which is those Velcro strips that you can use to bind your cables together. I did find this, which is a tie wrap, but it can be loosened again. So normally, if you do this, it's stuck, right? It only goes one way. But this one has this little nifty thing. So maybe that works. Damn it, chat, I had plans for today. Also, I need to... Reusable zip tie. Yeah. Reusable zip tie. Yeah. Because it has a little thingy. Technically, all of them are reusable. What is it? Oh, that one's attached. Okay, hold on. Hold on! See if I can remember the trick right. So, zip tie, yeah? Does not have a little nubbin. Only goes one way. Yeah. Let's see if I remember it correctly, if it's this way or the other way. There is a trick to it. If you clamp it in the right way, you can pull it open. But I cannot remember if it was this one or the other one. Yeah. Nope. Can't remember the trick. I lied to you, chat. Can't remember the trick. Womp womp. We'll never know. Okay, I'm gonna do something illegal. And fish that diamond burr disc back out. So I'm gonna make a cut in it. I'm not gonna use a new one. It was in my sharps container. Sharps container that I have had for years and will have for many more years. Because it's so big that I don't fit it. I know you can get a needle in there. Yeah, that is the other trick. Yeah, but there was something about the grippers. It's fine. These are designed to be reusable, and that's the point. Because yeah, this is also a different system of attaching, which is why I cannot have it on permanently. It's because I need to be able to use this wrench to loosen and tighten this screw to be able to change my tools. I need to be careful because I've already lost one of these screws once. I only have one, maybe I have two more of these attachments, like ways to attach this. I'd have to make a new ring for that. I'm doing this close to my face so I can make sure it's fully aligned. Because you don't want a rapidly spinning disc to be misaligned. That shit's off center, that's dangerous. Alright. Let me mute so you don't have to hear the terrible sounds. There we go. Not super sharp because it's already melted with the sanding, because last time I just cut it. I'm heating up the crappy soldering iron just to use that heat to melt this down and make it less sharp. None of these are rough enough. Are you rough enough? Yeah, I can make it work. Sand off these melted bits. These might be big enough to just pry off. Yeah. Alright. Grabbing the bin closer. Oh, yeah, I can pry it off as well. With stabbing my fingies, it's on the inside. There we go. Nailed it. Needs to heat up a bit more, I think. Yeah, okay. Just to get the loose bits off. Now with the disc on, I don't think that'll fit right now. I'm thinking, do I just open it in a split, or do I take a piece out? Alright. Taking off the entire handpiece. It's easier to maneuver. This doesn't fit, but then if I take it off anyway, is that too far? To slide over? Maybe. Alright. Just take off the burr for a second. Just take out the whole thing. Yeah, I feel like I might have to take a piece out of there. It's not exactly easy to maneuver. Yeah, don't do this with your good soldering iron, friends. This is my... This thing is absolutely crappy and can no longer be used for anything but destruction soldering iron. Also, this is a fume hood. As you can see, there's smoke coming off. This shit's toxic, alright? Don't just do this in an unventilated room without some form of fume extraction, please. Same for soldering, by the way. Soldering fumes are not your friend. They're bad for your brain. Like, this thing is, you know, crooked tip that I'm afraid to change because I'm not sure the screws will fit back in. Yeah. Discarded soldering iron. It can still melt shit. It can still melt and burn shit. That's why I'm keeping it. You only have a crappy soldering iron? Yeah, if it still solders, then why not? Like, I would not use this one for soldering, but it's fantastic if I want to burn ridges into craft foam, if I want to, you know, melt plastic down so it's no longer sharp. Do that. Okay. Using the steel wool to get most of the shit off. That being said, I should look into a new carbon filter for this one, for the extractor. I've had it for a decent amount of time, so it would be wise to swap it soon. There we go. Use a creme brulee burner in a pinch. Yeah, good shout. You can heat up a lot of things in an induction stove. True. I also have like a hot plate for my coffee. That gets to decently hot temperature that I could also use to heat up some metal tools, I think, in a pinch. I used to have two small hot plates, like single hot plates, just to put on a table whenever I needed them. But I think a friend still has those. I'm not entirely sure. I should check. Helps if I do it the right way around. It's very rigid plastic. Very rigid plastic that doesn't give much. You plug in, you're not. Need you to be aimed a bit higher. Oh, while it's hot. There. Putting this on while it's hot, so when it cools, it will keep that shape. And then this one, I'll heat the top a bit just to make it wider because it tends to curl inward. Before I do I have a glass thing? This is not wide enough. Yeah, cool. That's too much. Mayo. Curse these tiny hands. I'm a dummy. I can just do it like this. Haha! There we go. I want you to take this shape. Careful. There we go. You know, I really wanted to work on the peats today, chat. I really did. This should be cool enough. Yeah, it's a lot wider. Okay. Yeah, that works. For me, beautiful. All right. Plugging this baby back in. There we go. Now let's see. If I put this one on. Yeah, okay, I can still put tools on. Let's see if it works. Or if it just gets in the way. If it does, nothing wasted, but hey. Now for safety. I have to find a different solution for this, because it is, especially the end part's gonna get hideously in the way, but... Right, let's see. Can put this away. Turn that one off. Yeah! Have another sippy. Alright. And now is the time that I put this one back on, and I'll sound like Darth Vader from Wish for a bit. Right. Please hold. I need my other glasses. I also realized that I wanted to check the big shop vac, see if the filter needs changing, and if I need to empty it out. So, I'll be right back. There we go. Okay. The filter definitely needed changing, all right. Well, not the filter itself. So the way it works is that the filter itself is covered in a kind of like a paper bag that you put the filter in, you fold it around the edges, and then that is put over the entrance of the vacuum. That way the filter itself keeps longer and you only have to change the bags. Very helpful. And then I realized I accidentally tossed the bag in the vacuum and then close her up again. This is fine. This is absolutely fine. Let me fix that. I'm a professional. Okay. There. Because for those of you that are not familiarized with Nunu is my shop vacuum. Nunu is a big metal drum, big blue metal drum, and then the vacuum part, the motor part is on top of it, like clamped like a lid on top of it, and then the hose comes from the side. But yeah, it's like a small oil drum type thing, but still like substantial. Like there's a lot of volume, so I don't have to empty it out yet. I just have to change the filter every now and then, which is good. We like that. Yeah. All right, friends. I will test the test the new shield. I mean, if all goes well, I will definitely be using it, doing some more sanding, which means I'll be muted. I can already foresee these still, like you can see here, might need some more fine-tuning of these sides, like shave off a little bit more, or what I think I'll do is heat them up again and then shape them around something even bigger, so it's more flat instead of the ball here. But we'll see how it goes. Like if I look at it from the side, it should be fine, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, do it. Have a good nap, Hammy. Get the snooze. There we go. I am your father. It doesn't matter because I'll be muted anyway. For safety. Okay. Hi, chat. I'm back for a little bit. Whew. Because I'm sweaty. But at least that means I'm not breathing into dust constantly. Which, I don't know about you, but I prefer that. I don't want dusty lungs, thank you. I think for the next one, I'll just wear this. Less invasive. Just need a breather and to let my tools cool down a bit. Get a bit of rest as well. So yeah, there we go. That's the rough shape down. Now I'll swap Brit. Yeah, so then do a shorter grid. I eventually took this one off because it wasn't really working as a protective cover anymore. More that it was obscuring my vision. So this would work because this is very sticky dust. No worries. You were just trying to summon the bird. I get it. Nick's not with me. But I think there were a couple people hanging out in the Discord. Maybe you can hear a birdie there. But yeah, so more that obscure my vision. So for something that is not as dusty, or at least doesn't have as sticky a dust as this foam does, it would be grand to, you know, when bits and pieces fly off, that they don't hit me in the face. There we go. I needed a breather, chat. There we go. Because, yeah, it's warm. A mask like that's fucking sweaty. And the vibrations of this are radiating through. But I really want to just finish the sanding on these. And then add the foam clay like I have with these. After I put in the nails, by the way, I should keep them near so I don't forget. That'd be awkward. Are you hydrating, chat? Are you taking care of yourself? Also, this is a reminder to take your meds. If you've not taken your meds today but you still can, then please do. Or vitamins or supplements or whatever it is that you're taking, all right? You're caffeinating? Yeah, I'll allow it. I'm not your dad. What am I gonna do? Give you a stern talking to? Some of you would like that. Okay, so zooming out a bit. Nearly stabbing myself again with my these toothpicks. You are left. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this is the curve of the shoe. This is actually not the shoe itself, but this is my foot in the shoe, because I have wide feet and these shoes are not extra wide. So I know that when I put them on, the like it will squish wider. So that's this, but it should fit in here. And this, you can see this is, it's lopsided because my pinky toe will stick out. So yeah, like that roughly. Meaning this one goes here. Yeah. Imagine multitasking. Fucking imagine. Could never be me. No, I was just taking a breather. Hi, Panda. Good to see you. I was just taking a breather. Because I had loud noises from the shop vac and got real sweaty from using the sanding and having a fucking respirator on. But yeah, hi. I hope you're doing well, friend. Happy Friday. I completely forgot to open my Animal Crossing Island last night for the shooting stars. Apologies. I forgot. I forgot. I'm thinking, actually, now that I have this in front of me like this, right? My foot is in here. If that doesn't stick out too much and make it unrealistic, should I make this thinner? Like make this slightly sloped? Hold on. Maybe then I had them as well. Yeah, you're hot and sweaty, but good. Oof. I hope you can Stay cool, friend. And not just in the cool beans kind of way. There it is. Bird feed tutorial. How do you do that? Yeah, you did. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so they did do that, so I will need to sand that down as well. It doesn't have to be smoothed out, however. That's good. Aspects on standby, but with a fan of when your dinosaur game updating. Nice! Yeah, you've been playing a lot of the dinosaur game, I saw. You're such a muppet. Affectionately. What's up? What'd you do? Probably very relatable. Also, I love that. I should call myself a muppet more often than an idiot, because it's who doesn't like Muppets, you know? Yeah. I think looking at it, I'll cut this one like in half to give that to add more of these, right? Because you can see here there's plenty more than the amount that I put on, and maybe here as well. I'm not sure. I did a little try with a burner and a screwdriver to see if I can melt holes in the pots and immediately burn. No! Next, no! Go cool! Put that underwater! Like, not ice cold. Like, room temperature is fine, because otherwise you might freeze it, but like, go cool that! Oh no. So yeah, I will need to cut this at an angle so it's like really thin, so the top sits flush with the shoe. Figured out so long ago, give up producing fingerprint, it's fine. Your suffering helps no one, Nyx. I don't want you to get burned blisters because you refuse to cool. Go take care of yourself. I know it's annoying. Trust me, I know. Years ago, I had to end the stream because I got a second-degree burn from my glue gun. It's not fun. But I'm glad that I went to cool because I now don't have a scar. Okay. I'm going to polish Knife. Can I do it on the edge here? Yeah, there we go. I need to get a proper strop for it. And not this thing that I made out of an old breadboard and a scrap piece of leather. Let's see if I can cut the foam at an angle before I start sanding so I don't have to sand the whole thing down. This properly, get the proper support. Okay, I'm gonna put the gloves on because these are cut proof and sand proof. And I really don't feel like cutting my hands today. I don't know about you, chat. Have them. Might as well use them. I can do it on the edge of the table here. Actually, yeah, that is... having hands is not bad, agree, right? Honestly, it's a faff, but I'm so glad that I started just polishing my blades and tools before using them. Like, it's annoying. It's some extra work. Honestly, it makes such a huge difference. Jazz, hi! I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Can I get a shout out for Jess, please? Because everyone needs to go follow Jess, who's been playing the Mafia games. You've been playing more than one, right? Am I hallucinating? Yeah, because you know you're Mafia 2, so I would assume you did Mafia 1. But yeah. I was lurking. But I had to turn off the sound because there's a lot of eating sounds in that game apparently, and my misophonia was having a bad time. There we go. Yeah, sharper than the first one, that's for sure. It don't matter. I'll sand it down. Oh, I can put this away as well, so I won't be using the soldering iron anymore. Not today, at least. All right. My sanding gloves. Oops, they got polish on them. Whoopsie. Good thing these will still get primed and painted. Now, let's see. I want to sand. This roughly. No. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Sorry, chat. I wanted to turn down the volume of the music on my headset, and I accidentally pressed the pause button, which apparently today Windows has decided we are using the media keys. I need to be careful, but I want this to be a bit more pronounced. Definitely cutting this one in half. How did you do that on the peets? Okay. Makes sense. So this will need to be carved a bit more like this. So I think I won't be carving that. I think I'll be adding more foam clay because I'll be playing with foam clay anyway. And just turning this into strip here. Same with this one. And here as well. There we go. And this one in half. Putting this one in thirds. Maybe add one more strip here. Favorite thing with the foam clay, I can continue to add onto it. I can sand some off. I can really make this completely to my liking. Sand some off, but then also add a small strip. Just that. If I sand you here, lower, I can add the strip from there. A bit lower, there. Roughly, I mean a very thin strip, but that's all right. Okay, I know you can barely see what I've drawn. Maybe I'll turn this one into thirds instead. Let me sand off that. Is that working? Not as I intended. It's enough to make me realize, oh right, we're changing course here. Yeah, something like that. Sweet. And then thinking, do I even want to do the sanding or do I just want to add on? But I think I need to do some sanding to get that idea. And then... every joint. Doesn't have to be round. Ooh, actually, maybe I don't have to sand, but I will grab the... whatchamacallit? The what's it? Soldering iron again. There we go. You know, sometimes I make simming sounds and I'm like, did the bird learn that from me or did I learn that from the bird? It's always the question. It's the fun thing about having a pet bird. There. Now I just marked where the joints would be. Like I said with the finger, fleshy bits. The creases, you see? That's what I am emulating with this. And I really hope it keeps its structural integrity. But won't know until we try. And then I'll make these roughly even. So this one will be 3. This one too. Yeah, no, you're too small. You're getting too... All right, I need to mark the sides on this as well. There. I think I'll smooth these down off stream because then I won't have to worry as much about showing the process. They have the basic shape now, which is good. I won't have the energy to attach them to the shoes anyway today, so let's do some other stuff. I will mark the joints here. Yeah, I'm gonna sand that part so there's no use. Yeah, bring this back. And my beloved pretty soldering iron. All right. So this is just some steel wool in a tiny jar. I think it's originally held like pickled vegetables or something. It's a tiny jar. I shoved the steel wool into whatever you call it, steel wool, and like some aluminium scrub pad, whatever the fuck it is. Because this is great to clean your soldering tips in. Once it's too fluffy, I'll just take it all out, flip it upside down, put it back in, and once that is too used, I can toss it out. This is the kind... You can also get these scarring pads that have product added to them, so you only need to add water. Don't get those. Just get the ones that is just the steel. Or the metal. Like, you can also clean the soldering tip on, usually it comes with, I'm gonna say it's a little piece of sponge that you just make wet and then you clean the tip on that. But I feel like every time you touch that, it's because it's wet, it'll cool down your tip. And I'm not convinced that's good for the longevity of, the lifespan of it. Constantly getting that shock of cool. But that's me. I might be paranoid. I don't fucking know. Cool down your tip. Hey, here's a hot tip, chat. Cool your tip. But not too often, alright? Do all the temperature play that you want, chat, but do it safe. That's all I'm saying. Are we still talking about soldering? Alright. To get the fumes out. I'm not sure I can do this with the foam clay. I think last time I tried, it didn't work because it's not the same as EVA foam. It just behaves similar in a lot of ways. But it would be so much easier than having to try and sand these ridges at the top. There we go. Almost there. And this one. Oh, by the way, Sen, if you're still here, how is Eco going? Cause Sen started a new Eco server. It's the game Eco. We used to play a lot, and then they made some major changes, and that made it a lot more complex, which is really cool, you know, when it's used in a classroom to teach kids about the environment and consequences. But if you're just trying to casually play a game with friends, it got real complicated, and we didn't have enough players to make that work, nor can you like expect people that have a full-time job to put in how many hours to keep that server going, you know? So, but there's been a couple updates, and I'm wondering how it goes now. I'm hesitant to start, because I know I cannot take it easy in Eco. I cannot play casual. I go fucking die hard. I go for the grind. And I'm not sure I need that in my life right now. So I did like that we managed to do a moneyless run. That was very nice. Yeah, I saw that. We have like almost 2 IRL years to deal with before the meteor impacts. You know, digging holes, planting plants. As a farmer, you're going to be taking 25 of the one of the islands fields. I mean, yeah, go for it. If the what's it? Nutrition value and growing conditions allow it. Why not? I might play more. I mean, no, that would require different settings. I was gonna say I might play more casual and start my furniture shop again, but that would require me to have so many different skills to build all that furniture. But that's like I will turn this game into The Sims or House Flipper. Hydroponics, I tell you. Very casual service, so you can probably do that. I mean, I really enjoyed having my little shop in the first or second server we ever had. I think that was fun. That was nice. But like I had to take up pottery so I could make bathtubs. And nothing else. I didn't care about the bricks. I didn't want them. I just wanted to make the toilet and the bathtub so I have more furniture for the housing. Okay, so it does seem to work. A little bit. It's not completely the same as foam, but it works well enough. Oh man, gotta clean your tip. Clean your tip, chat. There's a free tip for you. If you the raw materials for others to get a reasonable amount of skills to unlock. Well, we can have a chat about it later. But like I said, there's a lot of grind to it. And I'm not sure I need that in my life right now. Like, the ADHD really likes it, so I don't want to fall for that trap. It's not making it as wide as I'd hoped. I will do the same on the other side so at least it's even. But looks like I will have to do some sanding on that eventually. But then at least if I do it on both sides, the baseline will be even. There. All right. Turning that one off. Oh no, I don't need to. I can't turn it off yet. Ah, abort. I forgot the bottom. I forgot about the bottom, chat. Horrible. the right angle so I can still have the extractor on. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm nearing the end of my energy, chat. I need to eat something because my tremors are getting worse. Done everything? I think so. All right, now I can turn that off. There we go. Woo. Right, all right, chat. This is where I will be leaving it for today. Because I'm out of energy. Let me adjust my camera. Boop. Back to its usual spot. Boom. Done. Let's go find someone to raid, alright? Happy recharge. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me, chat. It's been real nice. And thank you for those of you that were here earlier for like the tips and tricks on getting me to make that protective cover. Who do we have? What's your poison today? I do feel... I mean, it's Friday, chat. It's Abomination Friday over at Abby's. How could we not? Please. If you do not know Abby Stabby, she's great. She's a phenomenal artist. Like, truly. If you know all of, like, Valence emotes and the Monty artwork and stuff, it's all done by her. And she does Abomination Fridays. Cursed cartoon combos. You can make a donation. Oh, God. I feel like that is... I don't know what's going on. But... I want to find out. So yeah, she's drawing. You can... I think there's a dono, and then you can suggest a new combo of cursed, or something along those lines. Just let's ask her. She'll explain. I'll be back tomorrow, friends. If the things come in that I need for crafting, then I will be crafting. If not, I will play a game. I don't know which one yet, but we'll find out together. How about we find out together? This has been lovely. Thank you so much for hanging out. Honestly, it's great to see George slowly come to life. I can't believe, like, I make this, friends. I make this. What? Huh? Anyway, happy weekend to all. And remember, take care of yourselves. Take care of your spoons. I'll see you all around in the realms of Twitch, alright? I love you all. Grab some raid text. Bye-bye.